done. It's which was shall be done. There is nothing new under the sun.
He know what to talk about.
So
we agree with you.
We agree that it's not new under the sun, but we talking about we living in a biblical time period, and we're in a specific time period right now. That's why we're out here. We're out here as watchers to let you know that the specific time period is for Jacob to wake up to his true nationality, to who he is. Because you've been stripped of your nationality through the transatlantic slave trade, according to prophecy and according to history. Correct? Do you calling yourself an African? A lot of people still running around. Yeah, that's why I corrected myself. A lot of people still running around here calling themselves African Americans, blacks, and all these other bywords. But according to the Bible, everybody has a biblical nationality that we can point out. Hey, this is our ancestors. You feel me?
Right.
So according to the scriptures, we are Israelites. That's why I asked you what your nationality is. A lot of us don't know our nationality because it's been stolen from us.
I know why I don't call myself an Israelite, brother. Because we always been here. We the first. We everything. So I don't base myself under. I don't have borders. I don't have guidelines. I don't have none of that. God don't have that.
We go by what the Most High calls us, because the Most High says He has a special people. Can I get that?
Yeah,
the Most High says He has a special people, so it's important to know who that people is. Because we got deceivers over there running around, these Caucasians over there in the Middle East, claiming our heritage, claiming to be God's chosen people when they're not. So it is important that we put these titles on each other so that we know, according to the Bible, who we are, so that these falsehoods can't continue. Hold on, can we get okay. Because the problem with our people is we're destroyed because we lack understanding. We don't know what's going on. We just running around here living in a fantasy land, living a BET movie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So if we realize who we are as a people, maybe we'll conduct ourselves a little differently. We value ourselves because we value ourselves less. That's why we treat ourselves as less. We running around here beating each other up, hating each other for a reason, because it was killing each other, right?
Say it like it is, man.
For a reason.
Yeah, they killing each other. They ain't playing. Yeah, I feel y'all message and everything, but
the only way we get out of this.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because you have rejected knowledge, I will also reject ye.
So what he's saying is, our people running around here destroyed for a lack of knowledge. They don't know who they are. That's why they're not following these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's why they're destroyed. If they were following the law, statutes, and commandments, they wouldn't be selling drugs to their brothers and sisters. They wouldn't be killing their brothers and sisters. They would value each other. They would treat their princesses like true princesses. They wouldn't be rape, robbing, and pillaging each other. So we're destroyed because of a lack of understanding and knowledge of who we are as a people.
You got a job?
Do I have a job? What do you consider work? Are you talking about working for the white man, or are you talking about do I have an income?
Right. Do you have an income?
Yes, I have income.
So you work.
I generate revenue, yes.
You smart.
No, he doesn't have a white man's job.
Okay, yeah, you smart. I like the way he
doesn't file taxes. What he's saying is he doesn't file taxes.
Right.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
Me neither.
For thee, our holy people, to the Lord thy God.
So what does holy mean to you?
Nothing.
According to the Bible, it means separate. Can I get that? Set apart. So when we say we are holy, that means we can't be conducting ourselves like the other nations. We can't be running around out here condoning homosexuality. We can't be running around out here teaching our sisters that they could be like men and dress like men and have roles like men, leading in the household. You know what I'm saying? These things we wouldn't be conducting ourselves with, because we know that's contrary to being separate. That's contrary to being what we are as a holy people, set apart. Right. Go ahead.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people to himself above all people. Above some people? Above all people. Above a few people? Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So the Israelites are above all people upon the face of the earth. You got a question, sister? How you doing today?
Hey, I'm good. I just want to know what y'all was doing.
We're Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible. We out here trying to wake our people up to their biblical nationality because we don't know who we are.
Okay.
Our people think we're black, Hispanic, we're Africans, we think we're Egyptians. You don't understand that our nationality has been ripped from us through the transatlantic slave trade. And then they perpetrate other things upon us and have us thinking that we are a people that we're not.
Show her what's her nationality.
You mind me asking, do you know your nationality? What is your father?
My father is Jamaican and black.
If your father is Jamaican, you will come from the tribe of Benjamin, according to the scriptures.
West Indian.
So that through the transatlantic slave trade, that's where we could trace your roots to, Jamaica, right? Because you're Jamaican. Go ahead.
And then they do it only by the packer lineages of the father's DNA.
Could we
It
get
doesn't
that?
go by the mother's DNA. You know what I'm saying? It goes by the father's DNA. Everything is handed down by the father. You get your inheritance by the father.
Mm-hmm. So there's no such thing as being mixed. You are what your father is.
Numbers 1.
You plant a apple seed in the ground, it's gonna come out of apple, right? It's not gonna come out of orange or anything like that.
Right.
So when a man plants his seed in a woman, that seed is him.
Do y'all be out here like all the time?
Numbers.
No, we would like to be. Would you like us out here?
Well, I don't usually be over here, but I work with teens on Genesee and Arnett, so that would be good. We probably need that around there.
So you'd like us to hit that spot up too then?
Yeah.
Come over there with y'all?
Yeah.
That'd be wonderful. We like communing with our brothers and sisters, man. We love y'all. That's why we out here.
Yeah.
You know, we just
Hey, sister.
Yeah, that's what's
And
up.
brother,
Y'all
everybody
have, like,
that's
a
listening,
Facebook page
get them
or
on the
something?
camera for edification. Just for
Do
Facebook.
you have a Facebook page?
Yes, my name on Facebook is. You got your phone with you? Because Lord's willing, man. Our whole purpose of coming out here is to wake up the elect. You know? So what we trying to do is we trying to restore the nation of Israel, because our people believe that they black, which is a color from a crayon box. Some people think that they Afro-American, which is a hairstyle. Some people think that they African-American, which those two names come from two white men. And you don't descend from two white men. And we damn sure ain't from Africa. Think about this. If we was from Africa, right? Go ahead.
But yeah,
She wanted a Facebook though, right?
yeah, give me. Oh yeah. You had a preset for us? Okay. So yeah, the only reason we out here is because we was in the same state as everybody else. We was running around. I did 7 years in prison. I was running around out here just like all these other brothers and sisters, hating each other, having an evil eye towards each other, you know, wanting to meme mug, sell drugs, destroy our people. We are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Ask yourself these questions. How the hell is drugs getting into our neighborhoods? How is guns getting into our neighborhoods? We ain't traveling to Colombia getting raw cocaine. We might be doing that now, you know, a very select few that really make it up there like that. But you got to understand, this is a design that was created to put your people in the condition it is. It's that crafty council. Can we get that?
Yeah, that's it. Because we are the oil. We are the money. Everybody come in our neighborhoods and open up shop, but we give them our money. You remember, you my age, when all these stores was black owned.
Oh yeah.
Everything. And then when I left for a few years, came back and it was all Arab. What the fuck happened?
You hear me? And I spoke about that a couple of days ago because I said during Ramadan, they can shut down every food market. You can't get a cigarette from this.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? But y'all still gonna get y'all money though, man. I said, man, where our black businesses at? I'm talking to the mayor. Talking to everybody.
Every time.
Y'all up there. So this is what it is. We the black gold. They don't give us money. We give them money. Man, it's prophesied that that's what we.
This is one of the curses that curse shall thy be in the city. What it's saying is we are destroyed in the city because we don't have a love for each other. If we follow let me get that commandment from Yahweh Shai in the New Testament about loving your brother. Because if we wasn't acting the way we is, let me ask you this. A lot of people tough as hell, tough as fuck, until the police come up, rob them, steal them, smack them, take their pack from them, impound their car. Niggas won't do shit to the police. The real enemy, the real nigga getting away with oppressing your people every day in the street, but your brother will owe you some money and you'll kill that nigga.
The real gang in New York.
Come on now. You don't understand the power that the black man has. We are guys in this. We are guys in this land, and we are in the condition because we don't realize who we are according to the scripture.
Say it again. You already said it. That's what I want to hear. Yeah, that's right. This is only my traveling. This is what I travel with. This is my energy gonna last forever.
Love your brother as you love yourself. That's what he's looking for.
Greatest commandment.
What you were saying, no, brother? I'm sorry.
I said this is just a vessel, brother. My energy gonna last forever, bro.
Well, you can be destroyed by the Most High too if you don't fulfill your potential. You're a vessel. You're a vessel only if you allow yourself to be a vessel for the Most High. There's a lot of motherfuckers around here being empty vessels.
Right.
They just running around and they got a whole bunch of evil spirits dwelling in them. They don't have the spirit of the Most High moving amongst them. So that's the difference.
That's right. That's right.
So let me get. So yeah, we gotta be doers of the law. A lot of us will hear it and we'll be like, okay, that all sounds good and whatnot, and then we'll go back to living our lives, and we don't make the necessary changes in our lives to really make a change that needs to happen. That's why this condition doesn't get better, because you gotta understand what happened to our ancestors in Egypt? They was in captivity, right? They was in captivity in Egypt, right? We helped build that great kingdom, and then we had to leave. You know how many captivities we've been in since then? And you know why? We don't want to hearken and follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High.
We all over, brother. We everywhere.
We want to be Egyptians. We want to be Christians. We want to be Buddhists. We want to be all these different religions. All that shit was a creation of the damn deceiver, the devil. That damn white man that painted that image got you thinking he God. When you guys are the chosen people of the book, not no pale-faced man with long stringy hair.
The Bible tell you that.
Alright, your phone gonna die. Daniel, your phone gonna die.
Y'all doing what he asked y'all to do, to deliver the message.
Yeah.
That's all we're trying to do.
It's not the messenger, it's the message.
That's a fact.
But some ain't gonna receive it. So.
But see, you gotta understand, some ain't gonna receive it because everybody don't learn the same.
This is the book of First John, chapter 4,
some people you gotta teach.
verse 20.
Everybody don't learn the same.
But there are some people that it's born in them.
Right.
Before I die, you might want to put on the charger or something.
Church to church seeking it.
And the thing is, it's not for everybody, and it's just like it's not for all the nations. Salvation is only for a specific nation. Who coming to save the white man? What is he being saved from? The niggas living good as hell right now. Huh? Somebody tell me that. Go ahead, let me get that. He coming to save a specific group of people that is special unto him.
This is the book of John, chapter 4, verse 22. Ye worship, ye know not what.
People is worshiping, they don't know what the hell they worshiping. They go into that church, a damn building built by a man, and they in there worshiping. And don't even know everything that they worshiping go against what the Most High taught them. So you're not worshiping the Most High.
We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews.
We know who we worship. We know who true salvation is coming to. So you can go ahead with your folly. You can continue to worship in a damn building and call yourself a Christian. The salvation is for the real people that know the truth of Yahweh Shai and what he came and told us and taught us. Following these laws, statutes, and commandments.
This is the book of John, chapter 14, verse 13. And whosoever ye shall ask in my name, that will I do, and the Father, that might be glorified in the Son. If he shall ask of anything in my name, I will do it. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
If ye love me, keep my commandments. That's love. Love ain't telling your brother what you want to hear. Love ain't the preacher telling you what you want to hear and everybody gonna make it to heaven and we all gonna hold hands and everybody you needs to unite. No. Yahweh Shai came to bring a division. He came to separate the wheat from the hairs. He came to show who his people truly is. And it ain't all people. It's Israel.
They know who we are.
They know, but we just don't.
No. Well, some of us don't know.
You know, once we become a nation, we gather ourselves and become a nation. That's when
We ain't gonna never become a nation until it's war on American soil, boy. You hear that? We ain't gonna never become one.
But they haven't realized there's always been a war on American soil.
Yeah, but I'm talking about a real war. I'm talking about.
This is a real war.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
If we was killing them, it'd be a war. We ain't killing them.
We ain't, not
It's
yet.
gonna happen. A race war gonna happen.
It's eventually gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's eventually gonna
But that's
happen.
what I'm saying.
Let me ask you a question though. You mentioned the Muslims. Have you studied any of their writings?
I've dealt with them. I never took my shahada and none of that, but
Oh, okay. How you feeling about that?
man, you know, they 10%ers. They know the truth and don't teach it. So
You feel like originally your people were Muslims?
my people, we don't category. We not in no category. We don't have boundaries. We don't classify. We don't do none of that. We is who we is.
Like no man.
So I'm saying according to history though. I'm not saying a title that we put on ourselves. I'm just saying according to
their history.
Right.
Americans. That's their
Go ahead.
history.
All right, let me go ahead, jump back in my bed.
First Tobit chapter 4 verse 13. Now therefore, my son, love thy brethren, and despise not in thy heart thy brethren, the sons and daughters of thy people.
Right.
So we need to love. You got hate in your heart, but it's directed at the wrong motherfucking people. If you want to go shoot somebody, you know who you supposed to be, who your open enemy is. You know who's shooting you down in the streets. You know who your open enemy is. It ain't your brother.
What's up, bro?
It ain't your sister. It's these same motherfuckers killing us in the streets every motherfucking day and getting away with it. Those the enemies.
Come on, man.
Abby, you ain't gonna come over here, Abby? You ain't gonna come over
This is
here?
the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemy, which the Lord shall bring against thee, and in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
So there's somebody that is up over you right now. And it ain't the nigga that's making more money than you in the corner. It's this motherfucker taking crafty counsel against you and got you in the situation, your people in the situation you in, trapped in a cycle in the ghetto. That's locking you up in the prison systems at an all-time high and getting away with it. That's killing you in the streets every day with these drugs that they providing you and getting away with it.
That's
By
right.
feeding you all this alcohol and nicotine in every damn corner store and flooding your damn hood with guns that you couldn't get your hands on if they wasn't producing and throwing at you. And this music that's ran by these damn Jews that's telling you that you need to hate yourself, hate your sister, kill each other in this damn music. It's the author of all this shit.
That's right.
It's somebody behind the curtains playing around and pushing buttons on us, and we ain't even seeing the bigger picture. We too busy out here chasing a damn Federal Reserve note, thinking that's gonna get us rich. A piece of paper don't got no value to it. I'll tell you this though, this piece of paper, this word right here, that's where the value at. That Federal Reserve note you chasing after, that shit gonna be worthless in a couple years. That shit gonna burn up in hellfire when this shit get destroyed in thermonuclear war. We need to be chasing after the Most High in this time, in this hour.
You the true wealth.
Okay. So let me see if let me get the curses in Deuteronomy 28 one more time. 68. Yeah, 28 and 68. Hold on. How you doing today, brother? You mind if I have a couple words with you? That's beautiful. See, I love brothers that have a couple seconds for the Most High, because that's what we up here doing. Can I ask you what your nationality is? Black American? Okay. That's something that we identify with because it's a label that's been placed upon us, right? We weren't calling ourselves blacks. We wasn't calling ourselves Americans, African Americans. These are titles, these are bywords that's been placed on us over time. You know why? Because we don't know who we are. You know what I'm saying? So we accept them because we don't know who we are. But if we knew according to the Bible who he is, we would be amazed. You know of a portion in history called the transatlantic slave trade? You never heard of the transatlantic slave trade in which they brought supposed Africans from Africa over to America to build this fine country? You've heard of that? Did you know it was in the Bible? Can you bring that out for me, please, brother?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He said he shall bring us into Egypt again. You remember the first time the Israelites were in Egypt? Right, you remember under Moses, right? Moses was the one that helped us up out of that, right? Under Pharaoh, okay. So he's saying he will bring us into Egypt again, right? Now, Egypt in the book is synonymous with bondage. Egypt actually, the origins of the word means oppressor. So it's talking about a physical place of something that happened in history, but it's also talking about a spiritual condition in which a people will be in. So continue.
Into ships by the way of off I speak unto thee, thee shall see it no more again.
So this is the way that he's going to speak to us. He said that he's going to bring us into Egypt this time in ships. So this is a sign. Can you see anybody else in history where a group of people have been brought into slavery, a whole civilization on ships? You can't recall that history, right? Because it's a specific people that you could match up to that history, right? That's a specific sign to that people, according to what he's talking about. Go ahead.
And there ye shall be sold to your enemies.
So then we will be sold to our enemies. We were sold to our enemies because all the nations took crafty counsel into selling us into slavery so that they may be rich. Keep going.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
Bondman and bondwoman.
And no man shall buy you.
No man shall redeem you. Not Martin Luther King, not Elijah Muhammad, not Louis Farrakhan. Nobody's gonna save you from this condition.
Y'all can't diss the minister like that, brother.
No, I didn't diss the minister.
Okay,
I didn't diss the minister.
Nah, the minister is on the same level.
We understand he's trying to
teaching us that
break
we
his
the
people
children
up.
of Israel.
Okay, hear me out.
Of the Bible.
Can he save you? That one man save black Americans from this condition.
Brother, Minister
He can help you,
Farrakhan,
right?
Minister Farrakhan, we gotta save ourselves.
He can be
first.
a vessel,
We
right?
got all day, just like you.
But that one man can't save us.
Well,
There's a
you
specific
gotta save
person that's going to
yourself.
save
You
us.
got who? Yahshua?
Yahweh Shai.
Whatever you want to
But yeah,
call
you
him.
have to save yourself
But
because
Farrakhan represents the God. You can read this. You can read all of that.
Okay.
Farrakhan is in fulfillment of the word of God. Period.
Can we get a scripture of that? Please?
Farrakhan
It's
is a
all
white
in the
man.
scripture. It's all in the scripture.
I'm just saying, I never heard that
And then
before. I
you
just
read
want
it
you
from the
to
King
identify
James
that with
Yo,
me.
can you
You
hold
are-
this real
you
quick?
are
You know
not-
King James was black?
I know all of that, brother. My name is Abidan Muhammad. First
can I
numbers,
see
11th verse,
Let
2nd
me let the brother come
Deuteronomy.
in.
The point I'm making, y'all cannot attack the minister.
Hold on, man. Did you know that who you call the minister Farrakhan, his dad is a so-called white man?
Brother, was you there when he was made, or did you read that, or did you hear that?
I seen him with his
No,
father.
sir, brother. You have not seen Minister Farrakhan with his father because Minister Farrakhan was not raised with his father. So you out of line. And you saying things about the minister that are not true.
His mom is a black
Brother,
woman.
listen, brother. I know the history of the nation of Islam from the time Master Farad Muhammad came to America in 1930. First of all, you all, whatever y'all talking, if you cannot accept Elijah, then everything you talking is nothing.
Elijah Muhammad came.
You can't disrespect our God. Just like you told us not to. Hold on, brother. You're going too far.
No, sir.
Yes, you is. You said don't
Hold on.
disrespect
Open the
Farrakhan.
Bible.
Don't disrespect the
Open the
Most High.
You worshiping men right now.
No, sir.
You worshiping
You
men
trying to
right
put,
now.
first of all, this is my tribe. My name Abidan.
Judah.
My name Abidan. I was a Hebrew before you ever heard the word. Then Yahweh named me.
So you was with
Yahweh.
Yahweh?
I was with myself. But he was one of the brothers that woke all of us up.
Okay.
First of all, Yahweh ben Yahweh was the student of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
talks with God.
What you gotta understand, the Bible says,
around.
behold, I send you Elijah.
Where that's
Before the
at?
Book of Malachi, open it up right now.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Let's get
Let me ask you
Behold.
this.
You
gotta know where it's at.
You study the Nation of Islam,
I
right?
studied the Bible. I studied the
Hold on.
Quran.
That's what the nation studies. So I'm
I-
asking you. You studied under the nation,
of
right?
Islam,
Did they birth you? Did the nation birth you in your
The nation of
understanding?
Islam and the nation,
Mentally, that's what I'm
and the
asking.
nation
'Cause I
of
studied the
Israel
nation, too.
is one
We all
in the same.
No,
Before
they not.
we came to this truth, we was all into that
Brother,
other stuff.
you gotta evolve.
This
You
isn't
gotta
evolution.
evolve.
I studied under
was a white man.
the Nation
Muhammad
of
was not a
Islam.
white man.
I could give you out the
You
Quran.
mean Prophet
give you-
Muhammad?
yes.
And
No,
what difference do it make?
Fahad Muhammad.
What difference?
Hold on,
I'm
back
talking
up,
about
brother.
Muhammad.
Back up.
Bruh.
But Fahad Muhammad was
Stop.
Fahad
He was mixed.
You was mixed, right?
He was
but hold on,
mixed.
according to the Bible, you are what your father is.
He was mixed.
I'm black because my father is black.
First of all,
Right?
First of all, what do the scriptures say?
The scripture. Bring it out. Bring it out.
Numbers chapter 1, verse 18.
Nah, you was there. You You just turned the wrong way.
Numbers chapter 1, verse
Make all colors.
18. Nah. Go. Keep on.
okay. Numbers
Black is not a
chapter
color.
1, verse
Black is the
18.
You can't
essence.
make red.
And
Hold on,
they,
hear us out,
brother. And they assemble all the congregation together on the first day, the second month, and they declared the pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
So this is how you were decided whether you was an Israelite, whether you was a white man, a black man. It goes based on your father. Because if you lay your
What
seed
is
in a
your
woman,
father?
hold
You
on,
know
hear me
better
out to
than
the
you.
foot. My father's right here. He's a black man.
Oh, that's your son?
So what I'm saying is,
Is your mother white?
my mother is a Caucasian. I am what my father is. If my father was white, I would have been a damn white
But if it's
man.
the other way around,
I would have been a white man.
You know what? All that shit is man-made, homie.
I'm going off the scripture.
The Quran. You
my
being a
goodness.
hypocrite now.
Oh my
You
goodness.
just said you was a
Bro, that don't
Hebrew.
change
Now
who
you
I
being a
am.
hypocrite.
That don't change who I am.
brother.
That don't change
You
who
a
I am.
Hebrew
That
Israelite.
don't change who I am.
Here, I'm gonna put my brother on. I'm gonna
Y'all
put my brother
babies,
on.
man.
Nah,
I don't
you
care
got a
who
lot
you bring.
going
You
on.
can bring Yahweh
Nah, I wasn't
on,
telling you
brother.
that. I was just
I don't care who you bring Christ.
You a hypocrite. He said for a minute I'm a Hebrew. Next minute that's
Hold on, so
man-made.
what's your whole
Which one
point?
is it?
What's your whole
The
point?
whole point.
It's all
The so-called black man in America is the true children of Israel. My point, excuse me, my point is, you gotta accept Elijah or you're lost.
Now,
Whatever.
hold on. No, hold on. No,
whatever
we
your
gonna.
theology
This is what we.
The scriptures back me
So
up,
he
bro.
how
Hold
was
on,
shot.
we ain't gonna say.
He the
back
Lord
up.
Hold
now.
on, listen. We're not gonna
He the Lord.
talk
When
about.
Christ was on the cross, right?
You know why we don't talk
when
about
Christ was
Elijah?
on the cross, right? Who did he call on, brother? You better wake up, brother.
Is that Elijah
Who did-
Muhammad?
Brother, who did he call
Yeah,
on?
you show
Elijah
me Elijah
Muhammad.
Muhammad.
Bring it out.
Elijah Muhammad
Bring it out.
is the man.
This is
Show me in the
You
scripture.
bring it out.
Hold on.
You the one saying
Hear me
this.
out.
You read scripture, right?
Hold on, I'll defend
When
you
he was
for a
on the
little
cross,
bit.
what
Hold
did
on,
he
I'm
say?
gonna defend you for a little
When
bit.
he
but
was
hear
on the
me out.
cross, what did he
It
say?
don't ma- Listen, just
Who
hear
did
me
he
out.
call on,
Hear me
brother?
out.
Who did he
called
call
on
on?
Yahweh Shai.
You lying.
He called on the Most High.
Lying.
Yahweh Shai called on the
You
Most
are
High.
lying, brother.
He called on the Most High.
The Bible said that when he was on the cross, he called for Elijah. Open it, it's there. Read it.
Bring it out.
Man,
Bring
read
it
it.
out,
I ain't
please.
gonna lie to you.
It's not in here.
No.
How much you want to bet?
See, that's what
Elijah
happens
has
when
How
you
much
listen
you
to
want
men
to
and not
bet?
study for
How much
yourself.
you want to bet that when he was on the cross?
I'm
they
about to
told
go to where he
And
talking
he said,
about.
Elijah out his mouth.
He said,
Let me see,
brother.
brother.
He said,
I'm about to go to the
he
scripture.
said it in Hebrew. He said,
You sure?
he said, in other words, take this cup from me.
That was
And
on
the
that was
people,
in
when
the
they about to,
garden.
Brother, when they was about to crucify him, he didn't call on.
Elijah in the Bible.
That was in the garden.
He didn't call on nobody. He called on Elijah. It's in the Bible.
It is in the Bible when he called on Elijah when they was a transfiguration.
I tell you what.
You talking about the transfiguration?
Well, did he call on Elijah?
Yes, he did.
Why did he call on Elijah? But why did he call on Elijah?
On the cross. He was on the tree.
But why? The fact is, he called on Elijah. He asked, "Why has my God forsaken me?"
We about to get it right now.
Don't talk. See, you know what y'all issue is? I respect y'all.
He was in the garden.
But y'all just like the Christians.
Oh, no.
Excuse me.
No.
You gonna tell me? You gonna tell me, brother? You gonna tell me?
Y'all follow
Is it in the New Testament?
You super Christians, man. No, the Bible.
Wait, scroll
Tell me when the
scroll up. Let me see.
When do they ever follow the Bible?
All of y'all
Anywhere in the
religions,
New Testament.
all of theology.
I got it.
It's not a religion.
I got it right here.
Go ahead, read it. Read it. He calls for Elijah.
Come on.
He calls for Elijah.
Give
He
him the
calls
mic.
for
Give him the
Elijah.
mic.
The Bible says.
Give it.
The
Give
Bible
it.
says he calls for Elijah.
Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, "We ought to obey God rather than man."
See, y'all full of
Hold on. Hold on.
Take the camera.
Hold on.
man.
He sound like
Y'all
God.
take the Bible
you take the camera.
pick up what's convenient like them Christians.
yo,
But
yo.
you taking it out of historical
Elder.
context. No, man.
Let me finish.
I'm going to war against the bullshit. You know why?
Hold on, hear the
Y'all
matter
wanna
to the
go
full matter.
read the scripture.
Hold on, hear the
But-
full
but
matter
put it
though.
in the context.
Hear the full matter.
Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. We asked you to show us where it say Christ called on the...
And he said that he was going to find it. He started reading.
No. Hold on. Wait.
He started reading some other stuff.
Come on. Keep on going. Keep on going. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, "We ought to obey God rather than man. God of our fathers raised up Yahushua, whom ye slew and hung on a tree." Not a cross.
See, there you go.
Him has God exalted with his right hand to be
still
a
ain't
prince
went to
and
the
a savior
scripture
and to
that I
give
told him.
repentance to Israel.
You still ain't went to where I told you. See,
Because
you
it's not
shady.
there. You said Christ said on the
You
cross.
all are playing with the
You
Most
said
High,
Christ
don't
said-
you?
No, he talking about before he went on the cross.
When he was in the garden,
You
man.
all are playing
Before
with the Most High and don't even
Judas
know it.
came
Y'all
to
think
him
it's a
and kissed him
game.
and they took him away. He
And
was
it's
in the
not a
garden.
And he
game.
called on Elijah.
Yes, he did. I think
They
Now
asked him,
when we
Phil,
searching
they
the...
asked him. They even was wondering who is he talking about?
No, they said, is this the prophet Elijah? Is this the prophet Jeremiah? They wasn't saying,
That ain't
he
what he
was
said.
not calling on Jeremiah and Elijah.
Man, that is
Come
not
on,
what
man,
he said.
look up
I can't-
Elias.
I
You
can't say it
got
in
your
Hebrew.
phone?
He said,
Get your phone.
no.
Get your phone. I'm gonna get the verse.
He
I'm gonna get the verse.
He said, he said it in Hebrew. He said,
I know what he
was
looking
it on the
for.
cross? He said that?
listen, man, he said something better. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
I
He
know
said
what
it
you're
in
talking
Hebrew.
about now.
But when they was crucifying, they said, look, he calls on
16
his
and
God.
14.
He calls
Give me
on Elijah. That's what the Bible says. And I'm telling y'all, Hebrews, whatever you want to call yourself, you don't know nothing.
But you can't
Brother,
quote
let me
the Bible
finish.
without giving us